Give a big warm welcome for a very funny Eric Lingenfelter, everybody. Give him a big round of applause.
Thank you so much for still having something in the tank. Oh my God. My tank is rather low. I had to take my wife to work at 5 in the morning, so I've been going since then, and I slept like dog shit. I don't know if this has ever happened to you, where you're laying in your bed at night and your eyes are shut and you feel yourself about to get lifted up to slumberland on that purple cloud made of wishes and fairy dust and shit. But like right before you feel yourself about to float away, you hear your brain just go like, "Hey! Do you remember every mistake you ever made in your whole life?" Because I do. Let's talk about that for the next 8 hours. We're not doing anything. So here's a mistake I made. I went to Buffalo State College. Lots of alums. All right. I got a degree in print journalism in the 21st century. No one told me not to. And that got me a sweet-ass gig answering phones 5 minutes away from here from Best Buy. So that's, follow your dreams, folks. That's my message. In this particular job I do, I'm on a team called the Reschedule team, and what I have to do is I look up these orders that need to be rescheduled, and then I call people up, and then for like 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, I just get screamed at by people who can spend about 3 times my yearly pre-tax income on neat things for the TV room. So all day, every day, it's just like, do you know how many appointments I had to reschedule so I could be at my guest house this weekend? No, sir, but did you know that I had to borrow money to buy the $15 pair of khakis I'm wearing right now? I win the sadness off. Yay! I wish I could be like super sarcastic to people like that. Like there was a person who actually yelled this at me. He yelled, "I spent $30,000 on this. I don't care who you gotta call. I don't care who you gotta bump. I want this done right now." And I just wanted to be like, oh, thank God you yelled that astronomical number at me, sir. Because otherwise I never would have known you were one of my social betters. Oh my God, like, here I am trying to treat you like an equal from all the way down here on the evolutionary chain. Like, I don't even know how I dialed the phone to talk to you right now, because my hands are so scraped up from walking on my knuckles all the time. And would you like a free bunch of bananas with your delivery? The best call I ever had to make, ever. This may be it might be the last thing I think about before I die, all right? I called someone up, a really old lady, and she said, "How dare you try to reschedule my appointment? I survived the Holocaust." There's really no appropriate way to respond to something like that. The thing I wanted to say was, "Well, ma'am, this obviously isn't the worst thing that's ever happened to you." I want to take it down about 30 notches or so. Like, I don't give a shit how bad the customer service is anywhere. It is never appropriate to bring up the Holocaust during any kind of retail transaction, like they're even in the same dimension, you know? Like, oh, the Nazis were bad news, Junior, but at least their trains ran on time. Oh, super glad I got the laugh from the Korean War veteran in the front row on that one. That was special to me. Thank you, sir. I probably should have known what I was getting into when I applied for the job, though. Like, I had to apply through a temp agency, first of all. Red flag number one. Yeah. The second one was, like, when I walked in there, right after they, like, used the magic drug swab on my mouth, they, like, handed me this, all right, calm down. This isn't a high school cafeteria. I know I started it. I'm sorry. But anyway, right? They handed me this Palm Pilots, which still existed in 2009 for some reason. And on it, I had to fill out one of those like psychological profile questionnaires, which I guess are like, I think they're so they can figure out if you're too dumb to lie about being a psycho. I don't know what they're really for, but like, one of the questions on it, I'm not making this up or like altering it in any way. One of the questions was, how much methamphetamine do you think it is appropriate to use on a typical work day? People laugh like that when I tell them that, but you know that question has just blown some people's minds. Like, whoa, hold on. How much meth do I think is appropriate? Some. This job's gonna kick ass. So, like I said, I do a lot of phone work. There have been a lot of awesome cell phone innovations in the 21st century. I think we can all agree that the shittiest cell phone innovation was the ringback tone. It serves no purpose. That obnoxious music. No, I will not enjoy the music while my party is reached because the music is dog shit. All the time. No one cares if you like Cotton Eye Joe. Like, why? It's the only reason I could see that for that existing is it's just for people who want to have no friends and die alone. Like, I don't... Because every time I call someone up and it's just like, how come every time you come around my London Bridge is going down? How come every time you come around my London Bridge is going down? How come every time you come around my London Bridge is going down? How come every time I just want to fucking kill myself. And then I want to come back as a vengeful spirit and just park myself on that person's shoulder for all of eternity and just be like, hello, my name is Eric. I'm coming back to haunt you. If this gets too annoying, the gun is in the basement. La 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 la. Thank you. So while I was on my way here, I drove by this billboard for Coors Light. It said, Coors Light, colder than a Buffalo cold front. I know that Coors is marketed pretty much exclusively to the dumb, but like, how many colds can you put in the one 6-word tagline? Colder than a cold thing! So I wrote my own tagline, laser targeted to the Coors demographic. Coors Light, colder than the other side of the bed now that your wife left you for a man with ambition. Eric Lingenfelter, thank you very much.
Eric Lingenfelter.